Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tokura, Chairman of Keidanren and co-chair of the summit. I'd like to open the meeting by saying a few words. Thank you very much for joining us today with such wonderful guests from Japan and abroad. As a co-chair, I'm very happy to host this summit in a face-to-face format for the first time in 3 years. I also would like to express my sincere respect for the efforts of President Dr. Bremer and the Rachel Group in actively disseminating information online for the past 2 years, which has led to today's event. At this summit 1 year ago, I said that in order to solve the problems caused by excessive shareholder capitalism and market fundamentalism, sustainable capitalism, which aims for growth from a social point of view, is important. To achieve sustainable economic growth, international collaboration to solve global challenges such as climate change and COVID-19 is essential. But now, 1 year later, the term international collaboration seems to have receded into the background. In the face of Russia's invasion into Ukraine, a situation that has shaken the very foundation of international order, it is necessary for Japan to place greater emphasis on security than ever before and to fundamentally strengthen its defense capabilities. From the perspective of economic security, it is also necessary to strengthen supply chains and develop and foster critical technologies. Under these circumstances, as Secretary General Stoltenberg of NATO mentioned, that freedom is more precious than free trade. There are indications that the value of a liberal economy or free trade has become relative, symbolized by this phrase. On the other hand, free trade is also very important for our country, which has achieved prosperity by connecting with global markets through trade and investment. Even when economic activities are restricted from a security perspective, the scope of such restrictions must be kept to the minimum necessary to maintain an environment in which economic activities can be conducted as freely as possible. In the current severe international situation, how to maintain free economic activities and promote international cooperation in a GZERO world? In discussing this difficult question, there is no better place than Japan, which is located in East Asia, which is in a harsh security environment and has close trade and investment relations with both of the two major powers. Later today, there will be discussions by eminent experts. Next year, Japan will hold the presidency of a G7 in May next year. I hope that today's discussion will lead to next year's G7 meeting and light the way forward for Japan and the world in the future. This concludes my opening remarks. Thank you very much for your kind attention.